where instead of a drill bit at the end of it, you have the chuck replaced with a blender bit. So kind of like those little sharp knivey things. Maybe you can make them a bit longer or something. Because like, if someone breaks into a household and you're trying to defend yourself, whatever it might be, you're going to get someone that thinks, you know what, maybe I can get out of the way of this blender. But you can't really. And you're going to be able to keep yourself safe, but you have to get right next to it. So it's not really something you can use for mass damage, but it is still something that is incredibly dangerous and a pretty solid deterrent. If someone's holding a always-on blender and it's running, I'm not going to want to go near that. I don't know anybody that would. And if somebody does want to go near that, there's something wrong with them. And, well, we don't really have a solution for that right now, so we just go with the always-on blender. Step 1, we ban all recycling of paper products. That's step 1. Step 2, prohibit all use of single-use plastics. Step 3, replace all of those single-use plastics with paper products. Step 4, all paper products that are being made have to be sourced from a wood location where it is overabundantly replaced. So it could be wood, it could be any type of paper-making product material. So you cut down one tree, you have to plant 15 to replace it. So it's going to create an overabundance of oxygen in the atmosphere, harvesting all the carbon, and since you can't recycle it, Americans are lazy, they get to do the same thing they've been doing already, just huck it out. Maybe it lasts a couple months before it breaks down in the environment, but that's better than a few thousand years. Yeah. Best case scenario from it, reducing the overall impact of climate change without really changing anything that Americans love to do. Worst possible case scenario of this is there's too much oxygen in the atmosphere and then we get giant centipedes that are like 3 feet long or larger. That's the worst possible thing that we could do.
What about cost?
Cost? Not really a whole bunch because they're already cutting down the trees, they just got to plant them again. And if you really want to take it a step further and really do what Americans love to do, we could take advantage of some developing nations and then take the trees that they need to plant in the U.S. and just have them plant that in developing nations where we can pay people like $1 a day to plant all these trees nonstop. So not only do we not have to change anything in the U.S. for our own lifestyle and what we're doing, but we also get to exploit developing nations, which Americans love to do. What's the worst that can happen? Elon Musk's whole thing where he wants to get into space. He has the SpaceX program. They use reusable rockets to get into the atmosphere and then back down because it's cheaper than single-use rockets that are disposable. Long term, the cheapest solution would be a space elevator, something that is tethered to an object in orbit and it uses the centrifugal force of the Earth's rotation to keep it up there. So that would be the cheapest long-term solution. But we still have the issue.
Trash into space?
Oh no. We burn the trash. We burn the trash and then take all the like bad chemical stuff and just send that along the elevator into orbit. So we're just sending all that bad stuff into space. But we're still able to burn the trash to get rid of it and generate electricity.